that the goal is to feel good. Sometimes it's like I know it. Originally I knew it.
Yeah.
But sometimes then I forget that what an important goal that is. You know, it's like all these other kind of ways to say it and ways to like replace it almost.
Get some shit. What do you like doing? Do that. I like doing stand-up. Here's what I realized I like doing. I like doing stand-up. I like directing commercials. I like writing jokes.
And the biggest problem for me is that I feel like I have nothing to go to whenever I get stressed out. I have no way to bring myself that instant pleasure and kind of take me out of my thoughts.
Take yourself out of your thoughts, because that's what's leading you there. Your thoughts will lead you to actions, and your actions will lead you to better thoughts. So you got to create some new habits, and if it's at the end of the day or in the evening when you're struggling, then that's when you got to create some new habits, and you got to practice them. Sometimes what helps me is to do a meditation, man. And I know it sounds, wild and cheesy, but when you meditate, you kind of take control of yourself back from your environment. Because there's so many things that are just wanting our attention these days and getting our attention.
So, man, I've been sober a handful of times, and I've had a few years under my belt, and I've always gone back to the dark side, and man, I'm 42 years old, and I've got these beautiful kids, and I got 3 of them, and they're amazing. And I'm just starting to run out of gas, man. Like I can't hold up like I used to, and the drinking it's tearing me down. I feel ashamed to call on this line and sit here and cry, but I'm tired.
Never be ashamed to go to anybody for help. And anybody that makes you feel ashamed for it has some issues themselves. So don't let anybody make you feel any certain way for asking for help. It's a strength, it's not a weakness.
Man, it's wearing me out. I'm so tired, and I feel hopeless about getting back in the program. And I think that's the main reason I'm calling you, because I don't know how to get that hope going again, and believe that I can do this one more time.
Pray to God. Give him everything. Give it all to him. Just lay it at his feet, man. If you have to get on your hands and knees and pray, do it. I've done it myself. You just gotta pray.
I just don't know how to live sober. It scares the hell out of me. These kids depend on me, and that's a lot of pressure. And I didn't grow up like a lot of people. I think I grew up kind of like you. And I don't really know how to handle shit, man. I'm just trying real hard, but it's getting harder, and I'm starting to fuck things up.
But that stuff doesn't go away, man. That's the crazy thing. I thought
so many people are suffering right now. It's not just you, it's everybody. Everybody feels it. And a lot of people are carrying the extra weight that they don't need to be carrying. Almost feel guilty for not carrying it, but that's not how you're supposed to feel. You're supposed to just let it all go. Somebody told me at the church today, cast it out, but don't reel it back in. I said, oh my goodness, I'm so bad to do that because I feel guilty for letting it go. And he said there was scripture for that, and he quoted it. I don't have a very good memory. I can't remember exactly the scripture he quoted or what exactly he said, but in the moment it made sense. I mistake peace for boredom. And I think a lot of people do. You feel guilty for being at peace, like you don't deserve it. But when God gives you peace, bask in it because it's rare. And if he's giving you peace, it's intended to be enjoyed and basked in. You're not supposed to go out looking for problems. I learned that, and it took me a very long time. Anyway.
Thought at certain like at certain times in my life I'd be like, oh, in a couple years this will be gone, but it doesn't go away unless you do something about it. My biggest thing was just that one of the things I ran into was just commitment. A lot of times I would get into a relationship and then I just could not be committed. Like I couldn't be committed. I just couldn't do it. You know, I didn't want to have somebody else like define me. There's a part of me that really doesn't trust having somebody else define me in a way. Does that make any sense?
Trying to have his back, speaking up for him. I get that. He doesn't trust people. He has a hard time trusting people. My goodness, is that Dax Shepard? What is he on?
Yeah, it was like, even I remembered like when I had a girlfriend, a lot of times I wouldn't even say this is my girlfriend. I would say this is my friend and then their name. And a lot of that stuff I feel bad about, man. It was, because it's not fair to them, like, so it was that sort of thing. It was like, there's something I just had the toughest time with letting somebody else define me.
But he talks about it. No, and that's the other thing is nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
And I don't have any shame of it. I don't think it's any weirder. I don't think that having depression is a weakness. I don't think it's any weaker than having tendinitis.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Let's see. I'll try to treat it. I'm not going to make it like, I'm not trying to make it a heavy thing.
Yeah.
But whenever I see you, I try to talk about your feelings or your emotions. Like, cause dude, that's the thing. The reason why that clip of you is popular is because everyone wants to talk about it, but most places, it's kind of like, I'm sure after shows you have...
That is, I totally get what he's saying. People don't want to hear it. People are too comfortable in their fake worlds. They don't want to hear that shit. Tell them anyway. Fuck them.
As many people that just like you because you're funny and quirky, and then there's also people that are like, hey man, can I talk to you about such and such?
Yeah, a lot of people come out. A lot of people are struggling. Yeah. I didn't realize that. I guess that so many people are having tough times. But then I look at all the people that are dying of meds and dying of this and that, and I'm like, man, people really are struggling.
If you're feeling guilt, if you're feeling, it's not the best word to use. If you're feeling the pressure, the weight on your shoulders right now, just know you're not crazy. A lot of us are feeling it right now, and we don't know how to process it. That's what got me here, trying to process all my damn thoughts. My brain never shuts up. It's just constant on a freaking reel. And I have a hard time compartmentalizing it all. I struggle with that word. And I can't categorize stuff, and I can't figure out how to organize stuff in my brain, my thoughts. I've always struggled with that. But that's just who I am. I feel like Theo feels that way a lot. By the way he talks and thinks, almost like, I totally get Theo. I don't know how to explain it, but he has trouble processing stuff, you can tell. But he makes it work.
Yeah.
I was talking to my buddy. He's been my sponsor a bunch of times. But anyway, he said, he was talking to me about the gambler. About how the gambler just keeps playing until they lose, that they're actually playing to lose. And I think that might be the case for me for some reason. Like, I don't know how to stop this thing. Anyway, I just want to be a good dad. I just want my kids, I just want to be something that my kids can look up to.
You are already, man.
have
And the fact that you're
tried
reaching out and calling this
and
man,
want to be like,
that's,
but that's not what they're seeing right now.
you got a good day
And
on your
it's
hands.
killing me, man.
Because you're struggling.
Thanks for calling, man. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that you're having a tough time. You know, it's brave of you to call. You know, it shows that, or to me, it shows that you care about yourself.
Absolutely. I mean, 100%.
Yeah, I can relate a lot, man. I can relate a lot. I think we are a lot the same. You know, I just keep trying, but I was just not finding solution, not finding comfort.
Looking for peace.
Man, it gets tiring. It gets so tiring, just the energy we spend just spinning our wheels, man.
That's what I was about to say. It's just so true.
And the gambler, is a good reference by your friend. Yeah, sometimes just keep playing just to lose. You know, sometimes when I would smoke cigarettes, I would smoke them and I'd burn half of one, I'd start smoking the next one. Before I even finished the one I was on, I'd put it out and start smoking the next one.
Same here.
Because I wasn't smoking to enjoy smoking, I was smoking just to burn myself down. I wanted to cook my heart like a damn little chicken. Because I had control over that. Yeah, just playing to lose, man. I don't care if I lose, but at least I lose, you know? I'm in control if I lose. That's this thing that's this story that there is. That's the feeling. You know, watch me wreck my life. Don't you care? That was this thing always inside of me. Watch me, watch me. You know, when it came to my addiction and stuff, or when it comes to it, that's a story that's inside of me sometimes, or that can be inside of me. Watch me ruin everything. Inhale real slowly for 8 seconds. You count while you're inhaling, and then you hold that inhale for 4 seconds, and then you exhale slowly for 8 seconds. Just count it in your head.
Panic attack mode. If I
And
did
then you wait 4 seconds before you start to inhale again.
I would get
And you just keep
confused right at
repeating
the
that
get-go. I
cycle.
would be like, okay,
Do
what
that
am I
for
supposed
10
to-
minutes. And it might sound crazy. You might only be able to do 5 minutes at first. But if you can get to 10 minutes, man, it'll really set you in a more calmer state where you are more in control of what you're gonna do next. And then I'd find,
You can't be
a
in
better
control of
activity.
everything, though.
You know, if
gotta
you
give
need to
that
make sure you
God.
leave your phone and your computer in the other room. If you need to
I
read
don't
a
think Theo
book.
Vaughn's a Christian, is he?
You know, those are things, and also those are things you can do that will
That's
help.
okay, I'm not saying anything
And also
bad
finding a
about
higher
it. It's
power.
just-
You know, like
Making an
it doesn't have to be God. You know, I'm not trying to lead anybody to
There you go.
religion.
That's okay
But if you can
do.
find, somebody, if you don't have someone, a higher power that
Talk
you
to
can
God, man. He will talk back to
say,
you. You just gotta listen.
look, I don't want to do this anymore. Please
He
take
talks
away
in
the
direct,
desire
like direct.
for me to do this.
Like, you don't
And by
talk to
putting
you
that
in
out
long
there,
sentences, just remember that.
you're making,
If you're looking for an answer,
you're
he'll give it to
voicing
you.
what you want. That you don't want to be watching masturbation or pornography anymore.
Watching masturbation.
And that kind of stuff can really help, man, because sometimes even creating a higher power can just create like some accountability for you. Do you think that one of the reasons a lot of young men are
I don't
struggling
watch pornography anymore. I had a bad.
is because
I struggled with pornography for a long time, and I finally quit watching the shit. I haven't watched it in. It's been over 6 months. I don't miss it. I mean, I see a nice butt every now and again. Yeah, I mean, that's... But... I don't watch that shit no more. And it's so freeing. And it feels so good not having to have that monkey on your back, man. I know a lot of people are struggling with that right now. And I promise you, the rumors are true. You feel so good afterwards. You don't want... I mean, I look like I'm falling apart, but... Well, be honest, it's hard, yeah. And it comes with frustrations. But I wouldn't go back. I would not change anything. I just got tired of living that way. And I got on my hands and knees and said, God, please take this from my life. It's not me, and I don't want it. And it's not part of who I am, and it's got to go. It's got to go. It's not welcome here no more. And you got to be careful what you ask for, because sometimes you'll get it, and you won't get it in the form that you want it. I had a bad accident on an inversion table right after I prayed that. And it sent me to the hospital. And I'm still struggling to this day with pain in my lower back. And it did something to where it caused, like it gave me a mechanical issue to where like my digestive system wasn't working right. So stuff was moving through me really slow and getting stuck and stuff and pressing on nerves and everything. And God told me, well, he didn't tell me, but I felt him saying, you can't do this on your own, so I've got to do this to where it hurts so bad you can't move. And that's going to stop it, and it's going to be painful, and it's going to hurt for a long time, and you're going to be in a dark place for a long time. But he didn't leave me. That's the important part. He didn't leave me, and I didn't lose my humor over the thing. I laughed about it a lot. And I would even laugh, say, God, you work in some mysterious ways, man, but I dig the way you handled that. I can totally dig it, for sure. So, that's my little piece, but get the pornography out of your damn life. It ain't good for you.
Just like the way we've changed from being like really like limbic, like things we need to do, hunt,
Play
get
video
milk,
games.
get honey, get,
Go for a walk.
Yeah.
Attack stuff, do stuff, be there, connected to the earth. And then now we've
Read a
become
book.
this separate sort of it's almost like we're just like a strong thing.
We're
mixed
house
content
cats.
being contained, yeah.
We're indoor
Right.
cats now. So,
It's fucking scary.
well, yeah, it'll make you start to, we're in these are all luxury problems.
Right, yeah, no, they're luxury problems. Like,
I'm not saying it like
I'm not
in a class
complaining.
way.
Right.
This goes from the
This is just
poorest
every American,
American
of
to the
course.
richest American.
Yeah.
Prayers down.
Most of our
Start doing
shit's
that.
taken care of, our basic needs, right?
Because I'm in control of that. It's so hard to let go of control. That's the thing. It's so hard to. I mean, you're doing it right there. When you're saying you're tired. Man, I know that tiredness, brother. I'm tired of feeling alone. I'm tired of not.
I've felt it my whole life.
I'm tired of also not even being there for myself.
At least you're there for yourself, man.
I mean, that's the loneliest, bro, when you don't even have yourself.
He didn't at the time. Damn, I know that
Because
feeling.
you've done set up so many little goals for yourself and not achieved them every time and time again that you don't even trust yourself.
Start writing. I start journaling. I thought this a while back.
In my experience, because I mean, I've had a recent experience with this of just being sick of myself, man. I got sick of myself this year. One of the best years of my life in some circles, and I just didn't feel good. You know, I didn't, and it's not and so what I was doing was I wasn't doing anything to take care of myself, really. I had to start doing things different. I had to take action. You know, and I'm not telling you what to do,
I was looking at me like I'm crazy.
but what has worked for me is taking action. In the meetings, sometimes I go to the meetings, and the program works. I don't deny that 12-step, that recovery works. And it's contrary action. That's the action I have to take a lot of times.
It becomes a habit.
You know, when I don't want to go to the meeting, when I don't want to pray, when I don't want
Oh,
to
so he is a Christian.
ask for help.
Well, thank God for that.
It's so hard to ask for help because we feel like we're the only person that cares about us. So, and we've always been the only person that cares about us. So to ask for help is like a weakness, you know?
Care for your neighbors. Care for the person standing next to you. Everybody's going through something. You know, you might get a bad reaction from it, but that's okay. You know, the important thing is you smiled at someone and made someone's day better. I'm always quick to, when I go out and about, I make eye contact with people and try to start up conversations and just try to spread joy with people. Because that's who I am, and that's what I want for me, so I spread it for others. And I think that's very important. A lot of people don't do that. Hold on, my dog turned on the TV. I guess you wanted to watch a different video. Forgot what I was saying.
That's what I've found for myself.
Oh yeah.
But
Be kind to people. Just, it's so easy and it don't cost you nothing. It actually is a lot easier to be kind to people than it is to be mean to people. It takes more energy to be mean and hateful than it does to be kind to people. You never know what people are going through. Just don't give people a hard time in public. It's not cool.
But it's not, man. There's so many gifts on the other side of that. There's so many gifts on.
And just know that person that you're judging and laughing at has probably done so much soul searching and so much trying to just become a better person that they're almost like decades ahead of you in the way they think because they're already thinking on a whole different level. And then you want to mock someone for that. That's what real evil looks like.
In that book, it's not even about the meetings, it's about that book. It's about the process. You know, you could be in any meeting, you could be in the worst meeting. And it's about really, it's about the meeting that you have with yourself. Meeting yourself in your heart and saying,
That's
hey,
actually well put. Yeah.
I got to do things different. You know, I really do want something different for me.
Yes. Tired of living the same old shit over and over. And living in that darkness.
To have some self-esteem. I want to.
And you deserve it, man. Everybody deserves
feel
it.
good.
Everybody has the right to feel good and be happy. Don't let anybody convince you don't. No matter what you've done on this world, you have a right to be happy. Just don't let anybody tell you that.
I want my kids to look at me and know I'm going to do whatever I say I'm going to do, or them to trust me and be reliable.
Well, that ended quick. Anyway, I just wanted to watch this video and try to comment on it a little bit. I didn't know that he was a Christian. I was hoping he was, but I'm still kind of confused. I don't know. He might not be, but he said he prays, so I imagine he might be. I've always loved him. And I can relate a lot to him, too. I really can. I use humor a lot of times to deal with suffering and sadness. And Theo does the same thing. He turns the darkness into a light, and then he puts it out there for others so they can follow it. And that's what I want to do for people. I just want to help people connect. And if I can't do that, I can't really think of anything else I'd rather be doing. I want to be on the streets talking to people, making connections, hearing their thoughts. You know, I love talking to people. Anyway, I'm just putting out some concept stuff right now, trying to see what works and what doesn't work. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and click a like, subscribe if you want to. If you want to leave a comment, go ahead. But yeah, you ain't got to worry about all that. Just give your boy a like if you can. But other than that, this is ADHD signing off. Peace.